Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I am Banana Hat, and today I'm going to be showing you how to grow your inventory, and most importantly, how to start from a simple little common and go all the way up to a godly. I got my alt account in here just to show you that what the final items for the giveaway are, like the winner's choice. I am sorry for it being changed so much, but these are the final ones. I transferred them to my alt just to make sure that they wouldn't get triggered off or anything. So your options for the winner at 50 subs is Clockwork, Death Shard, Ghost, Ice Shard, Jingle Gun, or Winter's Edge. Those six you can choose from. Those six. And like I said, the winner will be picked at random at 50 subs. So just make sure you get me there. We're actually already really close, surprisingly. Yeah, we're at 38, which just the other night before I went to bed, I was at 17, which is just mind-blowing to me. And even though I've just started, I really do like really enjoy making this content. I already like the small community I've already built, and it's only going to get bigger. I know that for sure. And okay, and I'm just gonna real quick go over the ways as well you can unbox it, or you can get a godly. Which one is, like I just said, unboxing. Which I actually unboxed the water gun. I don't know how I did it. I said this in the previous video, but I still just don't know how I did it. I was really, really shocked. And for that reason that I unboxed it, I'm not going to trade it whatsoever. Just for the reason that I did unbox it. I don't care how low the value is. I don't care how high it is. I don't care what it is at all. I'm not trading the water gun. But enough about that. Let's get into how you can start from a common and go all the way to a godly. Because I imagine a lot of people in Murder Mystery 2, they don't really have godlies, and they want to get one, which the only two ways are unboxing or trading. There is a third way, however, that I would heavily not recommend. That is going to third-party sites where you can purchase godlies, which is against Roblox terms of service, and I really would not recommend doing that. It is terrible, and you really shouldn't, because it can get your account banned. I believe it's already gotten some people banned. I mean, most of them have been by Roblox, but Nicholas himself has actually been taking action into this, banning some YouTubers that have been. I think Chills might have, but I think it just got switched to a temporary ban, which is, I'm just saying this for the reason, warning you guys that you really should not use those third-party sites. They can get you banned. So the only two ways I'm going to list that you can get a godly are trading or unboxing. Or there is actually another way, winning my giveaways. Or any giveaways in general. It doesn't have to be my giveaways. You can win other YouTubers' giveaways, which is actually a valid way of getting godlies. Just like I said, whatever you do, do not go to those third-party sites. Anyways, getting into the video actually right now. Okay, let's say you're starting with a linked. Alright, that's nice. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to trade for either... You're going to want to trade for a holiday common, just with that common. And what I mean by holiday is obviously, you're going to want to go for Christmas or Halloween. Summer items, you could get overpay for. And what I mean by overpay is maybe an uncommon or something, but it's not really as plausible as like Christmas and Halloween ones. You want to really go for those ones because a lot of people like those knives. So if you start with a linked, you're going to want to go for something like a coal knife. Just because then you could probably most likely get an uncommon from it. Or another one I would recommend going for is going for, I guess there's really no craftable commons, but if you're trading uncommons, you might want to go from a normal unboxable uncommon or whatever to a craftable, like this donut here. That's a craftable uncommon. You can't unbox it because chances are not many people have seen this skin. I know people who literally haven't seen any of the crafting skins except for the colored sears, the chroma sear. People remember those, but not nearly as many remember the uncommons, rares, and legendaries, which is really tragic because a bunch of them look really good. Anyways, let's say you trade like a linked for a coal. Then from there, maybe you can go to an uncommon, which might be a summer uncommon or whatever it is. And then from that uncommon, I would recommend going for two commons. That's probably what you want to do, because then you can trade those for holiday commons again. And it's just an infinite cycle of, upgrading, upgrading, upgrading. You always want to go for holiday items though, because those are the ones that tend to get overpay. Either that or crafting items. That's also another good one. So like just for an example here, let me just transfer some items from my alt to my main from my main to my alt real quick actually. And then let's say he uses that linked and that clan to hold on, let me just accept the trade here. All right, and let's say my alt uses that clan and linked to get, well, first he uses the clan to get something like a coal, which is good. You want to do that. But like I'd say if you have two commons, if you only have two commons, I want to say go to an uncommon first. Hold on, I think my thing almost, okay, it almost crashed. We're good though. Um I would say go like two commons to an uncommon. Come on. Nope, not that. Actually, yeah, never mind. We're good. Anyways, let's say they give you like, again, you're gonna want to, if you're doing this type of trade, two commons for an uncommon. If you only have two commons, you're gonna want to go for a holiday uncommon, such as this ghostly right here. It's a Halloween one. Go for holiday items all the time. I'm telling you, they get overpay. It's really worth it. Because let's say if you do this trade, you get the ghostly, like, and it's not showing on my screen, it's showing on my alt screen. But like, I'm just saying hypothetically, if you are my alt, he got the ghosty knife, or you hypothetically got the ghosty knife. That's good. You want that, because then with that, somebody will probably slide you like a normal uncommon, and then a common. Like let's say for example log. See, that's upgrading. That's like the entire thing of upgrading. And it works almost like people will accept it almost like, I'd say it's more so like 60% of the time. So it's not definite. It's leaning more towards 50-50, but it does work pretty good though, I will admit. I have gotten a few godlies just by doing this. Like sometimes when I'm bored, I'll just trade up to a godly from a common. And then bam, that's another godly in my inventory. That's one of the main ways I actually got all these godlies. In my inventory, I'd just create alt accounts so people wouldn't see that, oh hey, he has a lot of godlies. Because that's another thing. If people see you have a lot of stuff already, they're not really gonna want to, trade with you. You know what I mean? Unless like I don't know. That's just my point of view on it. That's how I take it. People aren't really gonna want to trade with you if they see you already have a lot of items and stuff, which sometimes actually is the case. Let's say you do this trade, you get the high tech and the log, which is a W trade. Then let's say with that high tech, just using the high tech, you downgrade to two commons. And like I said, it doesn't really matter which two uncommons you get. I'd say honestly though, if you are doing something like this, let me think real quick. All right, so if you're using the high tech, you're kind of want to gonna, I cannot speak today. With an uncommon, if you're going for two commons, you're either going to want to go for a set like this clownfish set, or you're going to want to go for, like I said, holiday stuff, which is another thing I should mention. If you can't speak, I swear, you are going to want to go for sets or holiday items. So let's say for this they give you a coal and like let's say worst case scenario they give you a coal and a toy. These are actually two holiday event items. This is summer, this is Christmas, which is no big deal. That's actually still a W because like people, like I said, people will give like uncommons for these holiday event commons. They will. And typically probably will give you like normal stuff like non-holiday, which is just fine. You actually kind of want that. So let's say you give over the coal, and then let's say in this case they give you a high tech. which is really good. You want that. Like I said, you want that. And then, let's say hypothetically that you trade another person. Just pretending this is another person. Uh, then you give over that toy, and someone gives you a carrot for it. This is an Easter event item, so it's all right. But yeah, you do the trade, and wada bing, wada bam. You literally just gain two technically kind of free uncommons. And yeah, then from there, with those two uncommons, you can try and go for like a good rare or something. You want to go for like a rare with those, or if you can, since I do have like a holiday uncommon, if you can, I would say try and go for a rare with this uncommon and common, because people will do it. Some people will. And let's say this would be like a good trade right here, spring for carrot and log, because that's another holiday event. It's a Easter. But let's say worst case scenario, they give you a Spitfire, or like for in the case that you get a rare, which is like this is just your normal typical unboxable rare. That is pretty good. Or I guess another way that you can get a confirmed item, which not this pass, but like in the Christmas or the Halloween passes, there will be like a godly or an ancient at the end, which is a good way. But like I know some people don't really want to put in the work. I understand that. It's actually just now that I'm starting to put in the work for these passes and actually collect all the things because it took me like a week or two to get. Well, actually, I want to say, yeah, like a week or two to get to the Palms gun, which I honestly say it's worth it. This is like another item I'm going to keep in my inventory along with the Palms knife. So, and I basically technically 100%ed the summer update, except for, buying this. I never really buy bundles. And yeah, I suppose that's another way you can get godlies as well, buy bundles. I just didn't really mention it because they can be kind of pricey. And I can understand people might not have the money for it, which is why I'm uploading this video to show you probably the easiest way to get a godly. But yeah, let's say you have the two legendaries and two rares. You trade like the palm set, which would also be another thing that might have somebody give you a godly. And let's say hypothetically they either give you a seer or they give you like a vintage, which is really good. If they give you a seer or a vintage, I would take that immediately because even if you get a vintage, worst case scenario, they give you a vintage or an ice wing. That'd be worst case scenario. That's still good. You can still go up from there. You just gotta be smart about how you trade. Like if you get an ice wing, I'd say trade the ice wing for like a seer and like small ads like commons and stuff. That way, the people will want to trade for the seer more, and you have extra items to trade maybe even into another godly. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video on how to get from a common to a godly and to expand your inventory. And with that all being said, make sure to join that giveaway. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one.